this one. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. So this could be for someone you love. It could be, well, probably, I don't know if a guy would really like it or not, but it could be a friendship card. It could be a wedding card. It could be anniversary card. Somebody just got engaged, something, anything like that. So, let me go ahead and we'll go ahead and get started on this. So, I've already got the images that we're using. We're using this one and this one, blocked up, and they're a little messy right now because I didn't clean them. And then we've got a piece of Whisper White thick cardstock. I am using all my Whisper White to use it up, but the basic white is there to, wow, I cut that way crooked. No, I didn't. Whew, scared me for a second. I thought, did I cut that crooked? Or did I? I might have. Oh well, we're going with it. Well, there's some oh. Okay, so I've got my Whisper Whites, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half. Okay, so then I have a piece of Whisper White. This is just regular Whisper White for stamping, and I think I grabbed the wrong, I did. Let me go over here. I grabbed the wrong base, the wrong layer. Okay, and my layer is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we're going to do some stamping on this. We've also got a piece of scrap of vellum that we're going to do some stamping and embossing on too. And then we're going to use our fun little postage stamp punch, and we're going to punch that out, and then I'm going to show you how I colored this because I just think that's so pretty. Okay, so we're working with the cling, which is the red rubber, so we don't have to use a pad underneath it because it's already got a cushion. I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy. If you have an embossing buddy, that's awesome, but if you don't, Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry it anymore, but a used dryer sheet works just as well. Okay, so, and all that does is just take the oils from your fingers and stuff so that it helps the embossing powder to not stick where you don't want it to. Sometimes it still does. But then I've got my craft white ink, and I'm going to ink up this one, the little flower thing here. And I do need a scrap sheet though, because I don't want to get this stuff on here. The white ink is really wet and juicy, and it takes a while to dry, so it works great when you want to emboss, especially emboss with white embossing powder. I think it makes it a little bit more vibrant when you use this, and that's just my opinion. It may not necessarily be the truth, but it's just what I think. So, and then I'm just going to go randomly around here. And just kind of fill in. So we'll bring one here and one here. Here, and oops, hope I didn't just smear that. I know this is going to be tight in there, but it's okay. And then one right there. I think that works pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my white embossing powder, and what did I do with it? Right here. It's almost time for me to open up my other jar, but I think we got plenty in here for the 2 cards that we're doing tonight. So we're going to do just like this. And just spread that on there nice and thick. Make sure that it gets a good coverage. Oops. Okay. Then I'm just going to give it a flick with my fingernail. And it looks pretty good. I just got a little tiny little spot that didn't come off. So the best thing to do when you get a little stubborn spot is to just get a little brush and just brush it off. There we go. All right, so now it is time to, now actually, let's go ahead and do this one too. So I'm going to carefully slide that one right out of the way. And then we're going to do this one. So that one I'm going to do in the love. So I need my cracked ink again. And we're going to do this one in love. So it's going to go right about there. Hopefully I'll be able to get that in my punch because I didn't think about that. But if not, we'll just do some cutting away. Uh-oh, what's going on right now? Oh, you hate Colorado Springs right now. It's going to get better, sweetheart, I promise. All right, so we're going to put some embossing powder on that. And that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now it's just heat this up. I know, Lynette, you love this technique. I do too. I do too. All right, so I tried to heat my gun up a little bit before the live, but I'm sure that it cooled down. So just going to give it a couple of seconds here to heat up. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the low setting because I am heating vellum, and if you get it too high of a heat, I find that it warps the vellum. So I just try to do it on a lower setting. It takes a little longer, but that's okay. So, and then we just watch the magic happen. Any day it will start to melt. There it goes, I think. Yep, I see a little shine. That's what you want to see, is it turns shiny. Come on. And you have to be careful not to keep the heat on there too long because you can burn it, which I have done. Alright, I think that is pretty good. So that's done, so we'll put that aside. I'm going to turn it on the high setting to get this. Really need me some tweezers or something for this. But we're just going to do this. This won't take as long. Sometimes you can go up underneath too, and that kind of helps. Can you see the difference in the ones that's been melted and the ones that aren't? So cool. I love this technique. So much fun, and my finger is getting hot. Okay. I absolutely love this pink. It's Magenta Madness. I love it. It is so bright and cheerful and fun. Makes me happy. Okay, I think that's done. I think it is. So we are just going to let that cool for a second. I did miss a little speck right there. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, but I'm just going to take my sand eraser and kind of try to get that off of there. Another one right here. Never fails. You always see it afterwards. All right, so there we go. So now all we're going to do is just put this on top of our card base. So I'm going to get me some liquid glue. So much fun to watch that just melt. Come on, don't be stubborn, glue. Okay. And then we're going to just put this right on here. I always try to watch the top and the sides to make sure, but sometimes it just isn't going to work that way. And I really did cut something crooked, like really bad crooked. All right, there we go. So that's that. And then on this one, oh, shoot. Nope, that we already dried. Woo, thank goodness. Okay, so this one we're going to cut out, and I am going to have to shave this. Don't want to use my ribbon scissors. Oh, thank you guys for the hearts. I'm going to shave that just a little bit. All right, we're going to stick this right in here. Come on, sometimes my vellum wants to give me a little bit of a hard time sliding in there. I don't know why. It's really not that hard. There we go. Okay. And then we're just going to center that right on there. Just like that. Give it a punch. And then we have this. I really do need something though that you guys can see this better. There we go. Can you see that? All right, so now this is how I got the color behind it. I turned it over and then I took the colors that I wanted to use. On this one I used I don't have Melon Mambo and I don't have the Magenta Madness blends, but I do have the old retired Lovely Lipstick Light, and I find that that works pretty good. But I think what I'm gonna do is, no, I think I am gonna stick with it. So I'm just gonna color in parts of the flower with that. So just like that. I may go in and make it a little darker. So it kind of gives it like a stained glass look almost. It's really, really, really pretty. And then I've got dark Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to kind of blend into where I did the pink. And then I'll go back. I'll flip it over and see where it needs some more color. Oops, let me see. Got this piece right here. Okay. Let me flip that over. Can you see that? Maybe that shows better in the white. Can you see the color? Isn't that beautiful how that works? Let me hold it up for you guys. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. All right, so then I'm going to use dark Granny Apple Green for the leaves. I did turn that over. I did. Okay. Earlier when I was making the original card, I forgot to turn it over and colored all over the embossing powder. And of course with the alcohol markers, it's permanent, so it wouldn't wipe off. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't do that again. Silly me. Okay. So we're going to get this right on here. So you guys don't have to worry about writing down all the measurements and everything that I used, because I will have it on my blog no later than Monday. It might be on there before that, but I don't want to tell you it's going to be and then it's not. Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay, now I am going to bring back in the pink and color in the letters. Just like that. All right, so we're done with that. Let me flip that over. See how that kind of looks like stained glass? Isn't that really cool? I really like that. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. I've got a piece of, I got embossing powder everywhere. That always happens. I'm going to use my 2-inch circle punch. I'm going to punch out a circle. And then I dropped my punch, you guys, a couple different times. It got dropped at a class, and then I dropped it. So now it's got a little nick in it. So always got to find a way to hide that little nick. I take a fingernail file sometimes and I file it. So, okay, so on this one, I used the crinkle white seam binding ribbon. But I wasn't thinking, and I went, I don't have any more of that. So I used the very last that I had. So I thought, well, I could cut the white, I don't even know what it's called. It's like linen. It's really pretty. And it comes in it's actually a triple pack. It's from I'm almost positive it's from A Flower from Every Season Sweet. I think it is, in the annual catalog. So all I did was just cut that in half. So we're going to use that. And then I need some glue. I need tape is what I need. My tape runner. And I think it's right here. So I am going to figure out where I want my circle and my postage stamp to go. So I wanted to go about there. So I'm going to put some adhesive down here, just like that, and like that. And then we're going to put this, we're going to make a little zigzag, okay? So we're going to do like that, just like that, and then like that. Just a little zigzag. It's cute, huh? All right, and then I'm going to just cut this piece here at an angle like that. All right, and then I'm going to go put this on here. Now with vellum, you can see through it, so you can see where you put your glue or your glue dots or your tape runner, whatever you're using, you can see where it is. So I am going to try to just put it where the embossing is a little thicker so that it doesn't show. But yet it'll be enough to hide the glue. But I don't want this glue to come out fast at all. So hopefully that's going to be enough on there to hold that down. And then we're just going to stick that on there as even as we can, just like so. And then we're going to pop it up because everything is cuter when you pop it up. It just looks a little bit fancier. All right, so there we go. I'm going to take these right off of here. And then we're going to line that up just like that. And there we go. There's our card. So now we have the inside to do. So I have those all inked up in the white. So, and I don't have my cleaner over here. So You could just stamp a couple of the flowers, maybe in your Magenta Madness, or you could just leave it blank. Or you could, I don't know what else you could do. There's probably a few things that you could do. All right. Oh, I know what we could do. How about if we take the little circle thing here, like the postage special delivery, and we're going to block that up, but I need another block, and I'm going to get some Magenta Madness. Okay, so, here and here. Okay. And I'm also going to stamp the sentiment, sending love your way. Okay, and I'm going to do that in Magenta Madness as well. At least I think I grabbed Magenta Madness. I hope that I grabbed Magenta Madness. And I hope that I can stamp this straight. Probably not. Let me see. Because I never put my labels on straight. So it may look straight, but it's really not straight. And I think that looks okay. So I'm going to have to stick my head in the camera, you guys. I'm sorry. All right, there we go. Ha-ha! All right, so now we're going to... Well, that was good. Okay, so I think I don't want this full strength, though. Let's see. You could put it down here, but that's so traditional. Let's just put it... Let me see. Wonder if I think I'm going to stamp it off once. And I think it is going to go down here. Okay, so there we go. Voila, there is our card. Doo-doo. So, hope you guys like that. Alright, so let me put these two together. And let me close up this because we are done with this. And let me bring in the next one that we're going to make. This one I'm a little nervous about. I think it's pretty, but I'm not sure about it. But sometimes what we design, we might not think that it's all that great, but everybody else will just go cuckoo over it. So this is it. This was one that I did, and I thought, well, it's cute. So what do you guys think about this? Okay, so we're gonna do that. So I've got a gold hoop that is in the annual catalogs. You can find it in the embellishments. I've got a piece of vellum. Don't ask me what the measurement is because I do not know offhand. I think it is, no, I don't know. And I did cut it wrong. I cut everything wrong. Oh, no. Let's see. That just go figure. I probably am not going to be able to get that off because that's a pretty dark smudge there. It's when I dropped my block. But maybe, yay. And then that's just going to get covered up. So I'm good with that. Okay, so I've got my card base. That's 5. I did cut that crooked. Wow. It must have slid on me in the trimmer. If I'm not real careful, it will happen. Well, thank you guys. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I like to score my thick white cardstock. I don't always, but I like to because it's thicker and it just seems to fold nicer. This is cut wrong though. This should be, yeah, we're gonna cut this down. My black is, I think it is 5 1/4 by 4, I think. And this should be, I wanted this to be 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this is about right. So maybe I cut this wrong. Who knows? I might have. Seems like I cut cut everything wrong tonight. Oh, I did. That's what it is. Okay. So the measurement is supposed to be 5 1/4 by 4. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go for this. Oh, see, it slid on me. That's what's happening. Okay, let's see. So this probably did not cut straight either because I saw it slide. And I just want like just a little bit of black. I think I'm going to cut it some more. Just because I'm not going to waste this paper. No way. We'll just make it work. It doesn't have to be exact, just pretty. Okay, that is going to work for me. I'm sorry, Coco. Oh, my blade. Let's put that at the bottom. Okay, so that is going to be just like that. It's still not perfect, but it'll be all right. Okay, so I'm moving that out of the way. We're going to bring this in. And then I got a black piece of scrap too that we're going to stamp on too. Okay, so we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Here's the ribbon, our ink, our stamps. Oh, I need to emboss this. Okay, so not emboss it, but do the little staticky thing to it. The little staticky thing to that. All right. Okay. Tell you. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing to the vellum that we did on the pink card, on the Magenta Madness. So we're just going to do the same exact thing. I'm just randomly stamping. That's all I'm doing. And this one's harder to see, so hopefully I'm going to get it in the right places. And if not, that's okay. You have the original to see how it's supposed to be done. I should be stamping with this underneath it so that I can see a little better. I don't know where I stamped. Here we go. There we go. So now I can see a little better. And we're going to bring this one right here. And this one right there. And this one right there. And, you know, I think that's probably enough. Okay, so we've got that in it. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to ink up the love. And we're going to put it right about there. And there we go. Okay, so now I just need the embossing powder, which is behind me. I'm going to close this up because we've already had a couple of mishaps. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just coat it really well. Like that. A little bit more. Look how pretty that is against that black. That is just so, so pretty. Where is my little brushy brush? Here it is. I'm a little bit picky. Okay, so that is that one. Then we're going to bring this one in and we're going to do the same thing. Just coat this right on there. So I know that you guys are ready to try this. I know you are. Because this is a lot of fun. This is like one of my favorite things to do is heat embossing. It's a little time consuming sometimes, but it's so much fun. and the end results are so worth it. It's so beautiful. You take your time and you just have fun, and it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to close this up, and we're going to do the heat tool. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, you guys, don't forget to share the video so that other people can join in on the fun or find out about the fun and have some fun. And we don't want to hog it all to ourselves. All right. And it really does help me out too when you guys share the videos. Okay, so come on. I almost want to get impatient, but I know that if I do, I will probably warp this. So I'm not going to. I do want to move this though so I can kind of see better. Come on. There we go. It's starting. There it goes. Yay. Yay. La 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 la. Thank you, Chris. This part is the part that takes a little bit of time, especially on this vellum. And I want to turn it on high and rush it, but I know that I'll really warp this, and I don't want to. Come on. I probably should have did one in advance and then just kind of, then we could turn this off because you kind of get the picture on how to do this, so that it just didn't take so long. But I didn't think about that. All right, I'm going to turn that. I'm sorry, I got all quiet. It's just because I'm just kind of concentrating here. Spot. Okay, I think it is all nice and shiny. I'm pretty sure. All right. And then we want to do this one. This one I'm going to turn on high. There we go. Okay. Whew. Got that done. All right. So now all that's left to do is just punch and assemble. So we're going to bring in our black, and then we're going to do the same thing with this that we did with the little the little postage stamp, we're just going to take our glue. Careful for it not to be too much glue, and just kind of dot it where the embossing is a little thick. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like the centers of the flowers and the leaves is a little bit thicker. My glue is not wanting to come out, and it is a full bottle. So I did turn this over, didn't I? Wouldn't that be something if I was gluing the wrong side? It wouldn't be the first time I pulled something like that, that's for sure. Okay, I think we've got enough on here. A little bit more right there. All right, so now we're just going to kind of center this. Oops. The best that we can, but remember, this is not cut straight or even, but we're going to try. And then we're just going to hold that down. Sorry, my head was right in the way, you guys. I am so sorry. All right, so there we go. So there's that. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on our Whisper White, just like so. Put some glue on that. And then we're going to try to put this on here, but as even as we can. Okay. So, wouldn't you know, I had it on there straight, and then it slid on me. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. I'm going to put some more glue on there. I had it on there straight. I was like, look at that. Okay, so. Alright, I'm good with that. Okay, now we just need to punch this out. So we're going to bring out our postage, rectangular postage punch. And we're going to line that up, center it up, give it a punch. And there you go. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see, but in the center it's all glittery. So what I did, haven't used this in a while, and I thought I'm going to use it. You don't have to, because it's pretty just like that too, without the glitter. I don't know, which way do you guys like it better, with the glitter or without the glitter? I'm going to give it a second. While you guys are writing that, we're going to go ahead and adhere this down, and I want that to go right about there. So I don't remember how I glued that down. Oh, yes I do. I tied the ribbon around this so that it would just glue right down. So, but this is kind of bulky, but it's because I tied it in a knot first to kind of hold it in place. I'm just going to take that off of there because that's all I've got of this left too. Wow. Okay. But I'm not going to do that this time because it made it really kind of bulky. And I want it to be more mailable. So we're just going to tie it like that. And then I'm going to tie a bow. So it will be a little bit smoother, if that makes sense. Hopefully. Hopefully it does. Okay, so, and just like that. And then this one, and we're going to pull this. Come on. Pull that. Pull this some more. It's kind of tricky to tie it on this thing, but I think it looks really pretty. There. Now this one is not as thick and bulky as that one is, because I tied, like I said, I tied the knot, and it's really wanting to give me a fit though. It's not wanting to, there, Well, it keeps... Why is this giving me a really hard time? Except for it is on Facebook Live, so of course it is. Alright, there we go. And then I'm just going to give these things here, these little tails, a little trim. There, and then here, like that. And then I'm going to put a glue dot on there, which is going to hold this in place. If I brought my glue dots over here, I will. I did. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to stick a glue dot right on the back of that. I'm going to stick another one just for good measure. Okay, and then that's going to go Bo's wanting to give me a little bit of a fit, just like that. Okay, and then this, we're going to put a, do you guys ever tell me which way? Thank you. With the glitter or not the glitter? Okay, so we're going to put dimensionals on this side. And then we can put a glue dot on that side over here. But I don't think I really need it because it seems like it works perfect without it. Thanks, thank you. I just thought I need elevator music for you, right? That is the truth. Okay, so this is going to go right like that and just like this. And I'm not happy where this bow is at, but I think it's going to be okay. I think I'm just being a little too picky. All right, just like so. My other bow. No, I really... Okay, let's see if we can... I don't really like that bow. Let me see if I can't get that off of there. Slide it up this way. And it needs to go... Let's slide this under here. It needs to go up this way. Just like so. Alright, there. That's a little better. Alright, so what do you guys think? Hope you guys like that. And then again, like I said, this one is the white and the black. And you can use your little flowers and stamp it in black. That would be really pretty on the inside. And you can stamp Sending Love Your Way, or Happy Birthday would even be pretty with it. Special Delivery, whatever you wanted to do. So we did that one, and let me bring back these two cards here. We have the original, and then the one we did tonight. Well, thank you. You do like the glitter. Okay, so let's put some glitter on there then. So all I did was just color inside with my Winged Stella, inside the white embossed lines on the letters and the flower itself, and the leaves. I did do the leaves too. So, and let's see if I can get some of this out of here. I think I might be just about out. So, let's see. Maybe we can get this to stretch a little. Okay, it's not quite as glittery as the first one. Can you see that? Let me see. Look at this right here. Hopefully, you guys can see the glitter. I just thought that the black and white would be really striking. So, and then the gold hoop just adds a little different interest. That slid down. Okay, so let's, not real happy with the way that looks, but anyway, so there you go. What do you guys think? Yay, you like it? Aw, thank you guys. I'm so happy that you liked it. Like, this one made me a little nervous. But it's different and it's unique, I think. And so hopefully it's Pinterest quality. All right, you guys, it's 8:47, and thank you so much again for joining me and stopping in and being with me while I show you guys how to make these beautiful cards. Okay, you guys, thanks again. Doodly-doo.